Shalom and good evening. This is TV7 Israel News broadcasting to you from Jerusalem. And in today's top stories, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu reiterates last night that Israel would not permit Iran to turn Syria into a base against the Jewish state. Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov emphasizes that contrary to Western allegations, the Iranian presence in Syria was legitimate, while emphasizing that Moscow did not promise to withdraw Iranian troops and pro-Iranian militias from the war-torn country. In what is considered to be a historic move, for the first time Israel co-sponsors a Saudi resolution against the regime of Syrian President Bashar al-Assad at the United Nations Human Rights Council. United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres says he was very concerned by escalating tensions between Saudi Arabia and Lebanon, while emphasizing that it was essential to make every necessary effort to avert any new conflict. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu reiterated last night that Israel would not permit Iran to turn Syria into a base against the Jewish state. In a televised speech that was broadcast to the General Assembly of the Jewish Federation in Los Angeles, Netanyahu warned that Iran wanted a permanent military presence in Syria, on sea, air, and land, and that it clearly intended to use Syria as a base from which to destroy Israel. The comments by Prime Minister Netanyahu were followed by a press conference in Moscow in which Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov declared that contrary to Western allegations, the Iranian presence in Syria was legitimate, while emphasizing that Moscow did not promise to withdraw Iranian troops and pro-Iranian militias from Syria in the framework of an emerging permanent status arrangement and ceasefire agreement with the United States.
Вы знаете, про то, что происходит на всей территории Сирии, мы с американскими коллегами пока конкретно и подробно не говорили. Кроме того, что мы констатируем факт нашего и иранского, кстати, легитимного присутствия по приглашению законного правительства, и также констатируем факт нелегитимного присутствия коалиции, которую сколотили Соединенные Штаты, и которая осуществляет военные действия, в том числе и самостоятельные, но прежде всего поддерживая оппозиционные вооруженные группы на территории и в воздушном пространстве Сирийской Арабской Республики.
Following a meeting between U.S. President Donald Trump and his Russian counterpart Vladimir Putin, the two leaders affirmed in a joint statement that an agreement was reached that would lay the groundwork for efforts to reignite a political process for Syria that would bring about an end to the years of conflict in which monitoring organizations told TV7 more than 1 million lives were lost. With regard to Israel's security concerns regarding Iran's entrenchment in Syria, the agreement states that the deployment of Iranian forces alongside Assad's army near the Israeli border will be carried out in 2 stages. At the first stage, there will be a freeze of the situation, determining that the Iranian forces and pro-Iranian militias will be located at a range of 5 kilometers from the line of contact between the rebels and the Syrian army on the Syrian side of the Golan border, and not at a distance of 5 kilometers from the Israeli border itself, as initially reported. At the second stage, discussions will commence on the Israeli demand to move these forces to a range of about 40 kilometers from the borderline between Israel and Syria. Nevertheless, Russian Foreign Minister Lavrov stressed that the wording of the agreed-upon document did not demand a removal of Iranian forces, but rather demanded the departure of non-Syrian military units, while emphasizing that the demand for the departure of pro-Iranian forces from regions within Syria are illegitimate, considering the fact that the Syrian army itself is considered to be pro-Iranian.
Так вот, в контексте конкретных решений о том, как эта зона будет функционировать и как сделать так, чтобы там не было рецидивов столкновений, там действительно записано, что как внутри этой зоны, так и с внешней стороны надо стремиться к тому, чтобы оттуда выходили не сирийские вооруженные формирования. Ни о каком Иране, а тем более проиранских силах речи не шло. Если говорить о проиранских силах, то, наверное, у кого-то возникло искушение назвать чуть ли не всю сирийскую армию проиранской. И надо что, капитулировать? Это, по-моему, выдавать желаемое за действительное. Вот стремиться к тому, чтобы не сирийские формирования в этом очень таком непростом регионе Сирии уходили с линии непосредственного соприкосновения, да, об этом договаривались. Но это улица с двусторонним движением, и если посмотреть на то, кто наибольшую опасность представляет, это как раз подопечные Соединенных Штатов, различные иностранные террористы-боевики, которые примазываются к тем группам вооруженной оппозиции, которые США поддерживают.
In response to the comments by the Russian top diplomat, Prime Minister Netanyahu's bureau in Jerusalem issued a statement saying the Prime Minister had clarified Israel's position to its friends in Moscow and that Netanyahu had told President Vladimir Putin that Israel would continue to look out for its security interests in any situation. Now, in other news, in what was considered to be a historic move, Israel co-sponsored a Saudi resolution against the regime of Syrian President Bashar Assad at the United Nations Human Rights Council for the first time. Ahead of the vote, the Syrian representative congratulated his Saudi counterpart for the fact that Israel had joined the list of co-sponsors, saying it was a demonstration of the secret alliance between the two countries. Israeli Ambassador Dani Danon said in response that the Assad regime, with full support from Iran, had been slaughtering its people mercilessly and with incomprehensible cruelty for years. Israel, which for years has been providing humanitarian aid to Syrian civilians hurt by those atrocities, stands together with the international community against this murderous regime. The resolution, which was also co-sponsored by the United States, France, and Germany, passed with 108 countries voting in favor, 17 against, and 58 abstaining. It is important to know that while Israel has in the past supported similar resolutions, including those submitted by Saudi Arabia, it has never co-sponsored such a resolution alongside Riyadh, which portrays the growing relations between the two regional powers. Now to another matter, United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres said he was very concerned by escalating tension between Saudi Arabia and Lebanon, while emphasizing that it was essential to make every necessary effort to avert any new conflict.
This is a matter of great concern to us. And what we want is for peace to be preserved in Lebanon. It is essential that no new conflict erupts in the region. It could have devastating consequences.
Guterres further revealed that he had very intense contacts with Saudi Arabia and Lebanon, as well as with other countries in the region that can assist in stopping the situation from deteriorating any further. Thank you for watching us. You can also watch us at TV7israelnews.com or TV7.fi. For any comments, please send your emails to israelnews@tv7.fi. For more updates from Israel and the region, please join our Facebook page at TV7 Israel News. Praying for the peace of Israel and the peace of Jerusalem. I'm Jonathan Hassan. Have a Erev Tov. We will see you again tomorrow at the same time.
In order to donate to TV7 Israel News, please follow these simple steps. First, press the Donate logo located at the bottom left side of TV7 Israel News Facebook page, or on the Donate tab at the head of the page. Then insert the amount you'd like to donate, and fill in your credit card information. Just like this. And press Review Donation and continue. After reviewing your donation details, please press Donate to finalize your donation. That's it! Your donation is now complete, and an email with your donation details has been sent to your email address. You can also print your donation receipt by pressing the link here. Thank you for supporting TV7 Israel News.